What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to be continuing our Skyrim Let's Play that we've been doing with Vashai the Khajiit. In the last one, we just finished a dragon fight with the dragon skeleton that should be over here. Yeah, there he is. So yeah, with the dragon over there is our first blood dragon we've had to fight, a little higher level than the dragons we've been encountering. Other than that, we completed our first main contract with the Brotherhood with Muiri, and then turned that into Astrid, got paid and all that, and did another side job for Astrid there where she wanted us to spy on the crazy jester Cicero, because he had been meeting in secret with people, and found out that we are the listener from the Night Mother, who is kind of creepy, to be honest. Actually, very creepy, pretty disgusting. But yeah, so that has created some worry with Astrid. Look at that tomato, it looks disgusting. Anyway, that's created some worry with Astrid, so she needs some time to think and regroup, so we are off doing some side contracts for Nazir while we wait. And those side contracts are that we need to go travel to the Half Moon Mill, which is where we are currently at, and kill the vampire Hearn. And then after that, we need to go kill the bard Lurbuk, I don't know how to say it. I'm going to go with Lurbuk, and Morthal. So, that is how we'll start this video, and then we will report back to Nazir and see where the story takes us from there. Alright, let's just walk into the mill, because there's nobody out here. What do you mean?
Whoa! Hope you know what you're doing with those flames there.
What flames? Why do I need to leave Hearn?
Well now, what have we here? A lost little lamb.
Oh, you think you're cool because you're a vampire? I know what you are, night spawn.
Well then, you won't be leaving here alive.
Seems doubtful. His wife's trying to get me too. And there he goes. Gonna make you hurt. Oh, terrible puns with Pudge. Anyway. He had some good armor on him. And the key to the mill. So there we go. There's Hearn and his wife Hurt dead. I don't know if there was a way to do that without killing his wife. There probably is. Somebody who's better at the game probably knows of a way to do that without killing the wife. But not me. Not sure. So we'll just drop the Staff of Flames. Anyway, that is one of our contracts down. Killed ourselves another vampire. We're becoming pretty good at that. Let's fast travel to the abandoned shack and we'll just walk to Morthal from there to save us the 50 gold that Bajor Lamb would charge us. Now we've got a horse anyway. What a good horse too. We didn't even pay for him. We just beat up his owner and now he hangs out with us. Oh wow, he is a slow swimmer though. I'll tell you that much. So yeah, we've got to go kill a bard. He should be pretty easy to kill. The only thing is that being a bard, he'll probably be in the inn, and that means there's going to be a lot of people around. And with a lot of people around, that means, unfortunately, he'll be a little tougher to kill. Versus Hearn, who was just out there in the middle of the woods with his wife. No big deal there. We can just walk in and attack them, and nobody's going to care. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't leave my calling card on Hearn. I'm going to have to go back. After I kill Lurbuk, I'm going to have to go back and put my calling card on him. I don't know if I did on Elaine either, now that I think about it. I think I did on Elaine. I don't know, I might not have. God, I'm a bad assassin.
That mace. Get it away from me. Get it away.
Oh, you mean this mace? You mean that mace, huh? Anyway. My mace is creeping him out. Alright. Where is Lurbuk? Oh, that's beautiful. He's sleeping. Now is the best time to kill him. Just be quiet about it. Stab him. Nobody noticed a thing. Awesome. He died in his sleep, man. Maybe he had tuberculosis and started coughing up blood. You don't know. Oh, I'm terrible. Oh, I was literally just talking about this. I forgot my calling card. Oh, no, oh, no, no, no. Why am I so bad at this? At least we got some more mountain flowers. We're just going to assume that Elaine has his. I don't know for sure that he does, but we're going to assume that he does. I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comments if you watched the last video, if I did or didn't. It's hard to remember, you know. I get caught up playing the game. I forget that I've got to leave my calling card behind. Let's walk on in here. Nothing to see. Just two dead vampires. Do I need to leave my calling card on hurt as well? I don't think so. She wasn't the target. She was just collateral. Just a collateral damage kill. You know, it happens. You know, that's what you get for being a vampire in Skyrim. Fast travel back and tell Nazir. That was a pretty quick one. He should be pleased. I'm sure he'll make some really terrible puns about it or something. That's sort of his thing. Lydia, you have to wait outside. Oh, hey Astrid.
To talk.
Yeah, of course. What is it?
Look, something is happening here. I'm not sure entirely what that something is, but...
Yeah, me either.
Well, we need to find out.
Agreed.
If the Night Mother really did give you an order to talk to a contact, you'd be mad to ignore it. And I think we'd both agree, Cicero's brought quite enough madness to this sanctuary.
More than enough.
So go to Volunruud. It's a crypt, pretty far to the northeast. Talk to this Ammaund Mottiere, and let's see where all this leads.
Alright, sweet. So Astrid has made her decision. We're going to go talk to Ammaund Mottiere. We will see what he has to say. That should be a fun time there. Maybe it'll be an important contract for once, not these little small ones.
Then I guess you haven't paid a visit to the vampire yet, huh?
Really? Nazir, you think the vampire's going to kill me just because he's a... You realize how many vampires I've killed? Alright? It's becoming a hobby at this point. Hearn's dead.
No sarcasm this time. You faced a vampire and lived to tell the tale. Well done.
He's not the first.
And if you contracted sanguinary vampiris, be sure to get that taken care of. Else you'll end up like our own Babette. Unless, of course, that was your goal all along. Here's your payment.
I didn't contract it because I'm good at what I do.
Wonderful.
Lurbook's
The
dead.
only good bard is a dead one as far as I'm concerned. All that singing and mirth.
Agreed.
Your payment, as per the usual.
Alright, sweet. Any more contracts available?
Well, aren't we the eager one? Sorry to disappoint, but there's nothing. Try me again later.
Alright, fine. No contracts available right now. But that's fine because we have to go talk to Ammaund Mottiere anyway. You know what, while we're here, let's talk to Vizar and learn a little bit about him.
Tidings. I serve Astrid and this sanctuary. Life is simple and good.
Tell me about yourself.
Once I was a shadow scale, an assassin in service to the king of Black Marsh, trained by the Dark Brotherhood since the day of my hatching. But that was a lifetime ago. Today, I am the last of my kind. My order is extinct. Now, I happily serve Astrid in this sanctuary. I am a trained killer, and once again have been given purpose. Life is good.
Alright, short, sweet, to the point. I like it. So yeah, like I said in a few videos back, I'm not sure which one, Vizara is technically a shadow scale, which are a group of Argonians that were trained from birth, or I guess from hatch. No, it's still birth. Anyway, trained from the time they were hatched to be assassins, and they are really, really good at it. Being from Black Marsh, which if you're not aware is the home of the Argonians, those are the big lizard people. It's a pretty treacherous, marshy environment, hence the name Black Marsh. It's like a really big, poisonous swamp. So yeah, they made really, really, really good assassins. His order, as he just said, is dead, and he is apparently the last of the Shadow Scales. And now he's here in Skyrim, and he's just happy to have a job killing people. Seems simple enough to me. I kind of like Vizara. He's a pretty good swordsman. Seems like a nice guy. Straight to the point. And, you know, being that I'm a big walking cat person, I figure I should be friends with a big walking lizard person, you know? Us beast races, I don't know why I stumbled so much there, have to, gotta stick together, you know? If you're not aware, that's what the beast races are. They're just the Khajiit and the Argonians, which are the lizard people and the cat people. Because they are big walking versions of animals or beasts. The Khajiit are really interesting, actually. Their form that they take when they're born depends on the cycle of the moons. You know, that one really big one, and then there's another one somewhere. Anyway, but they depend on the cycle of the moons. And so the Khajiit, like me, as you can see here, just a person-sized Khajiit, that is like the most common and base form that they have. That's the only form that you can play and the only form that you're going to find in Skyrim. But in Elsewhere, which is like their homeland, some of them are like these massive, massive cats who are actually pretty dangerous as like big brute fighters. They're really strong, they're huge, they're fast. And then they have some that are literally just like house cats, but they're intelligent. So they work really good as like spies and stuff like that. And there's like a large number of them. There's not just those few options that I mentioned there, but those are the ones I can think of right now. Pit wolves, huh? Is that like a pit bull, but in wolf form? Wow, they are actually pretty tough, though. Holy crap. Let me take a potion before I die. Ah, got him. And absorbed all their souls. Those wolves were pretty vicious, as far as wolves are concerned. No wonder this bouncer here died. Note to Adril. Adril, I need you to go out and find the missing pit wolves before the next tournament. We lost too many during the last fights, and we won't be able to train new ones in time. Finally, bring them back to Crag's Lane at once. Well, that's kind of horrible. They were in a pit fighting thing. That's why they're called pit wolves. They've been trained to fight. That's no fun. That's messed up. Humans, man, they're the worst. But yeah, the Khajiit are a very interesting race, with lots of interesting lore and backstory behind them. They do tend to have a skooma addiction, which is a drug, essentially. That can, I don't know what the equivalent in like the real world would be, but basically it gets you really high, gets you feeling really good, and it's illegal, but they love it. They also love moon sugar, which is like one of the most common like ingredients in skooma, but moon sugar is just the ingredient, not the actual drink. So yeah, they get a bad reputation because they're really good at sneaking and they're really agile. They can see in the dark, all that stuff. So they get a bad reputation as being thieves and being like dishonest and druggies and stuff like that. But you know, we're not all like that. Not all of us Khajiit are the same. It's not fair to paint us all the same way. Even though I am like that, minus the druggy part. Vashai is everything but a druggie, but he is a thief and an assassin and sneaky and stuff. But you know, still. Alright, we'll read this one. I was skeptical, but it's obvious now. The old hymns had truth to them. The relief wasn't far from the entrance. Just as they said, I've no doubt that it hides the entrance to Kvenel's tomb. The two keys must be hidden somewhere nearby. Ceremonial replicas of Okin and Eduj. Favored weapons when Kvenel went into battle. I don't dare explore further without hiring bodyguards. Without hiring bodyguards to accompany me. However, to think the tongue chieftain Kvenel could be entombed behind just a few feet of stone, the ancestor we scarcely believed it was real. Twice damned for planning this foolish scouting trip. I should have hired those sellswords in the first place. Perhaps there's no need. This place is just a tomb after all, and there are no obvious signs of habitation. It isn't as though the 1,000-year dead might have a mind if I look around. Will mind if I look around. I'm going to say you were wrong about that. Because the dead will definitely mind if you have a look around. That poor guy must have been new to these tombs. So that is the quest for this dungeon in particular. It's not related to seeing Ammaund Mottiere, but we might do it while we're here. But those ceremonial weapons he was talking about, Okin and Eduj, I don't know how to say it, are the weapons of the guy who's buried behind this door, and you have to go get them and put them in the door to unlock it. And then you can go fight him and stuff. So we'll probably do that, but he can be really tough to fight, to be honest. So I don't really know if I feel like doing it. These draugr. I guess I haven't really touched on what the draugr actually are. Kind of a complicated thing there. They are just, 1,000-year-old dead people that have come back to life, but the reason they've come back to life is because they actually were like part of the dragon cult and stuff, as far as I know. I could be wrong about some of this, but I'm pretty sure. They were part of the dragon cult, which is back when dragons were really common before, because right now they're coming back for the first time in thousands of years. But used to, they were really common, and they were actually like kind of in charge of things around here in Skyrim. Because they are intelligent. They can talk and stuff. But anyway, a lot of people worship them, and that's where you have like dragon priests, which we haven't encountered yet, but they're really powerful former humans. They're now dead, but undead. Anyway, so yeah, through the magic of all that, they are reincarnated and resurrected as these draugr, which are basically like old undead zombie things. I could be wrong. They may not all have been dragon cult worshippers and stuff. But regardless, they're all undead Nords.
By the almighty divines, you've come. You've actually come. This dreadful black sacrament thing. It worked.
Yeah, I'm just going to stay quiet.
Right then. You prefer to listen, is that it?
Yeah,
Well, you must
you can say that.
represent the Dark Brotherhood. I certainly wasn't expecting anyone else. So, I'll cut right to the chase. I would like to arrange a contract. Several, actually. I dare say the most important work your organization has had in, well, centuries.
Go on.
As I said, I want you to kill several people. You'll find the targets as well as their manners of elimination quite varied.
Oh, and their manners of elimination,
Your
huh?
disposition will probably even find it enjoyable.
Probably so.
But you should know that these killings are but a means to an end, for they pave the way to the most important target. The real reason I'm speaking with a cutthroat in the bowels of this detestable crypt, for I seek the assassination of the Emperor.
Okay, he wants us to kill the Emperor. You want us to kill the Emperor of Tamriel?
That is correct. What I ask is no small thing, of course. But you represent the Dark Brotherhood. This is what you do, no? You must understand. So much has led to this day. So much planning and maneuvering. Now, it's as if the very stars have finally aligned. But I digress. Here, take these. They need to be delivered to your superior. Rexus?
Superior.
The items.
Just a quick side note if you're not aware. Tamriel is like the continent that we live on, just by the way.
Here. The sealed letter will explain everything that needs to be done. The amulet is quite valuable. You can use it to pay for any and all expenses. Is there something else you need?
Now we're good.
You must deliver those items to your superior.
I mean, I could ask him some questions and stuff, but it's not all that relevant, to be honest. So here's where he did the sacrament. They're really not all that relevant. You can ask him why he's doing it, but he's really like dodgy. He won't just come out and tell you. So I guess while we're here, we will explore the crypt and do the little quest to get behind the door. Might as well, while we're here, get some combat experience in. Gonna go stamina. And with this perk point, we will probably go one-handed to increase our one-handed damage. Make the mace that we have even more powerful. But yeah, all the draugr here are undead Nords that were buried in these crypts and tombs and come back to life now. It's honestly kind of horrifying, but you know, you get used to it. Some of them much stronger than others. The base draugr that, you know, like this guy, just says draugr, they are the weakest. Then right above them is the restless draugr. And then above them is usually a draugr white, I believe. You don't find them too often, though. They're kind of rare to find. And then above them is the draugr scourge. They're pretty powerful. Then you have like a draugr scourge lord you can find every now and then. Sometimes you'll find like a scourge overlord even. And then this guy right here, the death lord. Those are really the highest as they come, outside of maybe like dragon priest and stuff. But as far as draugr are concerned, death lord's about as high as you get. And then sometimes you'll run into something called a hulking draugr. I really don't know where exactly they rank. They are very strong. I don't know if they're technically above death lords or even with death lords. I'm not sure. But we will run into all of those different types of opponents at some point or another. Alright, the orcish bow should be stronger than the dwarven bow. Why is it not showing that way? Dwarven bow 30, orcish bow 25. That doesn't... whatever, not going to ask questions. But the reason I say that is because if you go here to the smithing tree, it goes steel, then dwarven, then orcish. So orcish should, in theory, be better than dwarven. But I guess not. Alright, there's the ceremonial axe. Now we need to go get the ceremonial sword. That is a cave-in. Alright, we gotta go back. But yeah, going through a lot of these draugr-infested tombs and stuff, we will encounter probably every different variety of draugr that there is. And then obviously as you level up, you encounter higher and higher level draugr as well, just to keep it balanced. And then there will be some draugr that are named, depending on who they are and how important they are to the story and stuff like that. But for the most part, they just have their general categories that I was going over. See, I can't quite one-hit kill a restless yet. Oh, man, that was terrible. Wonder if he's going to run into his own trap. Oh. I'll take him out. Hey, come down here. Sometimes if you shoot an arrow at a specific spot, enemies will run to that spot because that's where they hear the noise. But it doesn't always work that way. Fine. It would have been funny if I could have got him to run to his own trap, but we'll snipe him. We'll kill him that way. It's fine too. These big spiky doors can do quite a lot of damage, and your followers will tend to run over them almost all the time. Let's see if Lydia hits this one. Oh, she dodged it. Alright, around the left just leads to the upstairs area that I was just looking at, so we will go right. The axe should be this way. Hopefully Astrid won't be upset that we're taking a little bit longer than anticipated. See, here's a white. There we go. You don't see too many of those usually. At least I don't in my experience. They're a little bit stronger. They can use a little bit more powerful spells and stuff. And then once you get up to like scourges, or no, maybe not scourges. Scourges have really powerful spells too. But I think just the Death Lords can, they can shout. They can use the Thume. And some of them have really, really difficult to deal with shouts. take the sword. Just a base, 2 base draugrs? Really? Those are the big bosses at the end of this one? Doesn't make any sense. Alright, well there we go. That was easy enough. We got the sword and the axe now. Let's head back. Put them on the door and get ready for the real boss fight, which I know from experience is much more difficult than the people we've been fighting right now. Because Kvenel the Tongue, as they call him, which means that he was really good at shouting, has a couple of really, really obnoxious shouts that he can use. Alright, we activated the door. The handles are coming down. And it's opened. Alright, let's go defeat this dude. He may be strong, but, you know, we're the Dragonborn. And the listener. Where's that really loud, like, raining noise? Little burial urns. A burnt corpse, that's pretty horrible. Alright, moving forward. I hear one. Oh, he's up there. Oh, wow, I didn't quite kill him. Oh, come on now. There we go. The other one is also up there. I'm sure we get to loop around up there in a minute, so we should be fine to keep moving. Oh, this guy's waking up. He's a restless. Got him. So far, haven't fought anybody. We've only fought one Deathlord. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and drop a save right here. Right before the big boss fight, because that glowy guy up there is Kvenel. And yeah, you see my 3 times damage didn't do much to him. Where are you going? Hey. Dude, where are you going? Alright, well, he's wandering off. Guess that'll let me sneak into here, though, so that's nice. Let me kill this guy while I'm here. Oh, it's a Scourge. Scourges, like I said earlier, they can be tough. Hopefully he won't find me, because if he finds me, I could be in trouble. Alright. The benefit of having a very high sneak is that enemies will, even if you are in plain sight and actively shooting them, they just won't find you. Which is always really nice. Oh, a draught of water breathing. Search the chest. Oh, an elven bow. Let me read this book. I think I've already read it, though. Take the elven bow, and then you guys can have the dwarven bow, because the elven bow is better and looks cooler. Oh, he's back. Got him. Alright, he sees Lydia. Another little side note here while we sit here and fight this dude, who somehow still doesn't see us. The more powerful your bow is, so like the more damage it does, generally the longer it takes to draw it. So you can fire less arrows, or not necessarily less, but you can fire them, you have to fire them slower. So while they do more damage, you know, you can't fire them quite as quickly. Man, he is really abusing Lydia down there. He hasn't quite seen me yet. I don't know how. There we go. He found me now, but he's down. So we should be fine. I think we've got him. Boom. That was the easiest time I've ever had fighting him, to be honest. Because normally he is an absolute pain. But he never even found me on that one, so. Alright, you're hanging in there. 200 gold. I don't need your mace, but I do need these 2 weapons. Oh, well, not those 2. Just Eduj. There's Okin. There we go. I was about to say. He normally has 2. I need those 2. Eduj does 21 damage versus the mace that does 31. And Okin does 23. Yeah, the mace is way better than all of them, as expected. But I do need to lose some weight. and I don't really know where to do that at. I guess I can drop the scaled armor, but it's worth a lot of money. I don't want to do that. You know what? We're going to do it. We are going to drop our scales. The dragon stuff is very nice. It's very important to have, but ooh, we're going to learn a new shout. I don't know what one it is. Ah, Oral Whisper. Okay, so that is the Detect Life spell that I was talking about. Revealing the life forces of any and all. So you see, now we can see Lydia, but we know that there's someone up here. A draugr. Got him. So that shout is very, very useful. Very handy to have. Especially for a sneaky character. The first few times I played the game, I overlooked it because it's not like, you know, it's not cool. Doesn't blow stuff up. But it is really, really fun. Not fun, I should say. It's really not that fun, but it's really, really useful. And it can make for some fun moments. Oh, that's right. This is the walkway that we were shooting at earlier. So I can drop down and head on out of here. Then we can get back to Astrid. Tell her about how Ammaund Mottiere wants us to kill the Emperor, which is huge. So I said the Emperor of Tamriel because Tamriel is the continent that the game takes place on. There are other continents in the world of the Elder Scrolls, but Tamriel is where all the games have taken place. And then, there are different countries or provinces, however you want to look at it, within Tamriel. And Skyrim is just one of those. It's home of the Nords. And it is, as you have been able to tell so far, cold and mountainous. But the Empire controls, or used to control even more, but it controls quite a few provinces, including Skyrim, except for now they're in a civil war, but still, mostly they include Skyrim. And to take out the Emperor, who oversees all of that, is a huge, huge plan that could absolutely make us famous and very, very rich.
All right, so, did you meet this Mottiere? What did he want?
Mottiere wants us to kill the Emperor. I had to say that all dramatic. There's the amulet in the letter. Letter explains it all. Amulets for expenses.
By Sithis, you're not joking.
Nope.
To kill the Emperor of Tamriel. The Dark Brotherhood hasn't done such a thing since the assassination of Pelagius.
That is an older emperor that the Dark Brotherhood killed.
No one has dared assassinate an Emperor of Tamriel since the murder of Uriel's septum, and that was 200 years ago.
Surely the Night Mother wouldn't misdirect us.
And for whatever reason, she chose to relay Mottiere's information to you.
That's because I'm awesome.
I don't know
Obviously.
exactly what's going on here. If you're the listener, or this is some fluke, or what.
I think it's pretty obvious I'm the listener.
Before us.
So we'll accept the contract?
You're damn right we'll accept it.
Let's go.
If we pull
Good.
this off, the Dark Brotherhood will know a fear and respect we haven't seen in centuries.
Exactly.
You think
All thanks to me.
An opportunity to lead my family to glory.
Well,
But this is all so
you
much
know,
to take in. I need
lead.
time to read the letter and figure out where we go from here. And this amulet.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking we need that amulet appraised. I want to know where it came from, how much it's worth, and if we can actually get away with selling it. And there's only one man who can give us what we need. Delvin Mallory. He's a fence, a private operator. Works out of the Ratway in Riften. Give me the letter. Bring Mallory the amulet. Find out everything you can and sell it if he's willing. He'll offer a letter of credit. That's fine. Delvin Mallory and the Dark Brotherhood have history. He can be trusted.
All right. So I gotta go show the amulet to Delvin, I guess. But, First, let's go talk to Nazir and see if we have any other contracts to take on. Because I want to pick up as many side contracts as we can. There he is, eating some bread.
So many.
Any contracts?
There are indeed.
Ooh.
3 to be exact.
Interesting.
Is a shipwreck scavenger, Volunruud Joe, a traveling caravaner, and Noriath, a hunter.
All right.
Good luck.
So we now have quite a few contracts. We have the 3 to kill there, and then we also, it's not a contract, but we do need to go show the amulet to Delvin and figure out what it's worth, get it appraised and all that. We haven't met Delvin Mallory yet, but he does have the greatest voice in all of Skyrim. So that'll be exciting. I'm sure you guys will enjoy that quite a lot. And Delvin is in Riften, in the Ratway, which is where we know that the Thieves Guild hides out. And, you know, we have got a little tip on joining the Thieves Guild. But right now, we know Vashai just found out he's the listener of the Dark Brotherhood. So it seems like that would be strange. You know, you just got this big, essentially a promotion in your current organization. And, you know, why would you go join another one immediately? That doesn't really make sense. The Thieves Guild is still 100% on the table later, but I think we're going to continue with the Dark Brotherhood for now. But anyway, it's probably about time to wrap up this episode. So at the beginning of the next episode, we will begin working on killing Deekus, Volunruud Joe, and Noriath, and then also getting the amulet appraised by Delvin and seeing where that takes us. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys next time.